Bringing joy into your life. Nobody has a good mood at this time. It's understandable. Everyone is still in a state of shock and attempting to regain their collective breath after the events of September 11th. Financially, physically, and emotionally, the previous 2 years have been a roller coaster ride. We're exhausted by the constant worry, fresh variations, and unending limits. Furthermore, the things that traditionally provided comfort in times of hardship, such as our connections with one another, have been damaged. Talking to a good friend, someone who you can confide in completely, may make you feel so much better. These are the items that assist us in coping and enhancing our psychological well-being. Limits on so many elements of life have been difficult, but not knowing when relief would arrive is much harder. As a result, maybe we might alter our attention and look for something more positive to remind us that joy is still there in our lives. The heart is related with joy in Chinese medicine. Our capacity to experience joy freely and honestly is a direct reflection of the energy in our hearts. When we consider where we experience delight in our body, we may see the relationship. Our hearts fill with happiness when we witness a youngster learn a new skill, or when we get home from work to find a pet that is excited to see us. This emotion is generally felt in our chests, in our hearts. If you're a Buddhist, you know that joy is a good mental state since it helps our internal organs operate properly and maintains an even emotional state. The immune system improves, and the body slows down and relaxes as a result of joy. A happy and healthy body and mind go hand in hand. As long as we are capable of experiencing joy, we have a healthy heart and soul. The Shen is a part of the heart that is spiritual. Because the Shen can't be seen, felt, or measured in any way, it's impossible to describe. In the end, it's the part of us that develops into knowledge and insight. Sense of wonder, love, and enchantment is the Shen, and it helps us navigate our way through life. It reflects our genuine nature and enables us to see it for what it is. Apparently, scientists are starting to investigate the concept of joy. Joy and its benefits are the focus of positive psychology, a movement that began in the late 1990s. Good psychology focuses on a person's strengths rather than their flaws, emphasizing the positive aspects of life. It's a field of research that aims to discover what it is that makes life worthwhile. Many old beliefs have long held that science has now caught up with them. When it comes to Eastern medicine, strengths and virtues are the first things to consider. We are the embodiment of beauty, perfection, and pleasure. To begin with, this is what makes us human. As the physical world's means of informing us that we have drifted away from our actual selves, diseases and neuroses are seen as a break from our true essence. It's not all about you when you're in a state of joy. The key to experiencing joy is making and maintaining meaningful connections with others. Beethoven was a man of few joys, but he also a man of few sorrows. The mystics have equated happiness with a connection to a higher force. I like to conceive of the three great faiths, philosophies, of China as Taoism, Buddhism, and Confucianism, which all teach moderation in regards to emotions. The concept of moderation is woven into the fabric of Eastern medical philosophy. In a time of extremes, the significance of moderation cannot be overstated. As a result, pursuing happiness is an admirable goal. Our imaginations are the only limit to what we can discover. Turning inward and contemplating what makes you happy might help you discover this for yourself. Creative ways individuals are bringing pleasure into their own lives and the lives of others have been documented throughout the epidemic. Bringing pleasure to someone else might help you discover it for yourself. Giving works because it makes you happy, too. As a result of living a joyful life, finding pleasure is a natural outcome. In the event of a pandemic, on the other hand, everyone is warily navigating unknown territory. We have to be a bit more deliberate in our search because of our odd circumstances. And then distribute that pleasure as far as you can. One way we may reunite and nourish our hearts is via laughter.